So I'm sitting here listening to one of my favorite podcasts called All the Smoke. Features Steven Jackson, the cat. Steven Jackson is a veteran NBA player. A lot of us know him for a lot of the wrong reasons. We know him for running into the stands after Ron Artest. We know him for being a fucking general on the floor. We know him for being stern and hard with his team. We know him for being outspoken. We know him for a lot of the wrong reasons, but you probably have him pegged completely wrong, just like you have his co-host pegged completely wrong, who's Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes is another enforcer who played for several teams throughout his tenure in the NBA. Played for the Lakers. He played for the Warriors infamously. Matt Barnes was a no nonsense type of player. He didn't take no shit, especially after the stuff he had been through in his life. So, sitting here listening to their podcast, and I'm only 4 minutes in, right? And I was kind of sitting here itching, trying not to go live, right? I'm sitting here trying not to go live, and either get this copyright striked or get this taken down or whatever. But I don't care about monetization on this. I just want to sit here and listen to what they're saying because a lot of what they're saying is true. But I like pointing out when they have shit pegged wrong, right? So they started out talking about LeBron. LeBron making the decision to leave Cleveland after he lost twice to the Celtics and him taking off the jersey in the tunnel. Oh, okay, that's a car. I thought that was gunshots. I'm like, oh shit. But there's a lot of races in my area and shit like that. Customized cars, a couple of car clubs, shit like that. There's a lot of nice cars out here on this side of Long Island. But anyway, yo, and there's a nigga out here with a fucking Beamer where he drives on the right side. Like I forgot what type of E3 it is or E whatever, because I'm not a car guy like that where I know Beamer numbers. Because Beamer numbers and fucking Benz numbers have always confused me. The CL 500 shit like that. Driven a couple of them, still confusing to me. They're very nice and they do drive and pick up very well. Okay, they move like a motherfucker. If you ever want to drive something fucking nice, drive a Mercedes Benz coupe. The second you sit in that bitch and put the key in the ignition, the seat will form up to you. It will move you right up to the wheel so that you right there where you need to be, goddammit. Alright? Fucking beautiful. The Audi, whatever, the Audi coupe, that shit is beautiful too. It's the smoothest shit that I've ever driven in my life. But back to this. So they were saying that when LeBron made his move from Cleveland to Miami, it was the beginning of super teams. And I had to sit here and beg to differ because there's no way in hell that LeBron James moving to the Miami Heat was the beginning of super teams in the NBA. One thing that I've always heard was the Showtime Lakers. Now I'm gonna do live research on here while we're sitting here so we can get these facts straight or we can get things situated. The Showtime Lakers was something that I had always heard about. Let's see if this really, and I hate to go to Wikipedia, but so far this dates back to 1979. They had the first overall pick in the 1979 NBA draft, where they chose Magic Johnson. Blah, 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 blah. And this is Jerry Buss. If you're any type of fucking NBA fanatic, just like me, you know who Jerry Buss is. It's not a secret. Oh shit. McKinney coached the Lakers for only 13 games before he was involved in a serious bike accident. They replaced him with Paul Westhead. And Paul Westhead is synonymous because he led the Lakers to one of their first championships in over 10 years. Well, in almost 10 years. Um, Look at Jack Nicholson's ugly ass. So that's one team that stood out to me, right? That's one of those teams. But to me, it's always been a thing in the NBA for people to build teams. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bucks. How the fuck did they put together that team? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the Bucks. He had Oscar Robinson. He had Lucius Allen. He had John McLaughlin. There was a bunch of fucking players on that team that you can't just sit here and say it really wasn't a super team. I didn't know that the Harlem Globetrotters offered Kareem Abdul-Jabbar $1 million to play for them. That's new to me. They won a coin toss between the Phoenix Suns, which is something that I knew, which is why I put him in a Phoenix Suns jersey on this game for a little bit. I started off with the Bucks jerseys and whatnot. Oh shit, he turned down 3.25 million for 1.4 and put on goggles. He put on goggles because Kareem was such Kareem was such an explosive player. Like, and the NBA was so dirty back then. You could just imagine what they were trying to do. They're trying to put their feet under your feet so that you step on their foot and you twist your ankle. You know, they're trying to sit there and put their hands in your face and poke in your eyes. Like, it's a whole bunch of things that are going on right now in this particular NBA. He dominated, though, as it says. He broke his hands, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. It doesn't give you much about the Bucks. Milwaukee went on to record the best record in the season with 66 victories in the 70-71 season, including an unrecord 20 straight wins. He was awarded the sixth MVP. He was awarded his first of six MVP awards, along with his first scoring title, and he led the league in total points. Right now, 75. This is why he wore goggles. He wore goggles because I'm telling you, people used to do fucking shit. They used to do fuck shit to this man. Let me see if I can find something. He returned missing but started to wiggle. Abdul remained injury free throughout his NBA career, but he twice broke one of his hands. The first incident occurred during a preseason game in 1974 when he was bumped hard and got his eye scratched. This angered him enough to punch the basket support stanchion. He returned after missing the first 16 games of the season and started to wear protective goggles. In the second incident, he broke his hand during the opening game of the 1977-78 season. 2 minutes into the game, Abdul-Jabbar punched Milwaukee's Kent Benson in retaliation for an overly aggressive elbow. The punch caused Benson's jaw to be broken. Now, see, this is the NBA that I'm talking about. The NBA wasn't some soft shit that y'all are used to now. You see that he punched a motherfucker in the face. And yes, he did suspend. He did get suspended, but they wasn't playing that shit. They was out here rumbling. They was out here getting shit done. They wasn't playing around. So yes, he broke his hand, punching somebody in the face and breaking his jaw. So yes, he did do that. But that's fucking hilarious because he was on the same team as this guy. Now let's go back. Now let's see how this happens. Let's turn this down. Also, he was on the Lakers at that point. Oh, this punch. I'm very familiar with this punch. So he basically elbowed him in the gut, and Kareem retaliated and punched him in the face. He kind of blindsided him, but the guy deserved it. He definitely did. If somebody elbows you like that, yeah, it was a dirty elbow. It was a dirty elbow, and we all know how that shit goes. Uh, that's what you supposed to do. And it was a short one too. It was a short and forceful one. But see, these motherfuckers is so big to the point where they punch you in the face, and it really doesn't look as bad as it really is, because they don't need as much turn or as much torque into those punches. But he definitely punched him so hard in the fucking jaw that he broke his jaw. So boom, they get back together as the Showtime Lakers, and I don't care what anybody says. The Showtime Lakers, I don't even have to read through this, were one of the first super teams. They were. There's no way in hell LeBron started the super team. Like, as much as we love LeBron and shit, there's no way he's the initiator of the super team. It just, that shit blew my mind. So I'm gonna sit here and listen to what they have to say with y'all. And we're gonna continue this. I really did not want to do this live. I don't like listening to podcasts live. I like to react to them with notes and shit. But let's hear it. Let's just do this shit for the first time. Fuck it.
Work, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But shit, then in the winter next year.
Let's go back a little bit.
Y'all can love it or leave it. You gotta take it. And everybody was watching. I mean, even me. I'm sitting there watching. Where he going? Where he going? He had the whole world watching, bro. That was dope.
He did.
Super dope. I'm not mad.
LeBron had everybody in the mix.
Boys and Girls Club or something like that. Like,
LeBron had everybody watching like assholes, waiting to see where he went, and I wasn't buying into it. I was waiting until he finished.
This is the beginning of Super Teams.
That shit was stupid.
This is a swing in the historical build through the draft and hopefully get some good trades to build your team. This is superstars.
He did this shit twice.
Leaving their respective teams.
And mind you, LeBron had did this twice. He did this once when he did this once when he had left and went to Miami, and then he did this shit another time when he left Miami and went back to Cleveland. Like, there was so much media hype behind LeBron and what his next move was, and there's all of this fucking hoopla. But let's continue.
And building a team. It was scary though, because when Braun first went to Miami, everybody was like, "Oh
Come on,
my
you can't
God,
block,
they
bitch."
finna dominate, and they lose the first year." Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what, is this?
When LeBron went to Miami that first year, oh shit, look at me fucking up, trying to do two things at once. But when LeBron went to Miami that first year, we thought the league was on their ass. We really did. And what we all learned so quick was that you can't jump to conclusions. You cannot jump to conclusions. We thought that LeBron and them was going to kill that first year. We thought it was over. It wasn't over at all. Did I make it? Hey, we all thought it was over, and come to find out, ain't wasn't nothing going on. Look at this motherfucker missing. Oh, you not? I thought he was gonna shoot. No, there wasn't nothing going on. Let me fix this shit. I'm so caught up in the game, I ain't even, fix my defense. But that's what we thought, and it was such a shock to see that they didn't win that first year, and we were like, oh. And I think it was to the Mavericks that first year. Quote me if I'm wrong. I think the Mavericks beat them that first year. But let's
Shit
continue.
even gonna work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But shit, then it ended up winning. It was only a matter of time. You know, like we always talk about chemistry.
And a lot of people don't give Chris Bosh that credit, but Chris Bosh was integral in that fucking system. Champagne poured on the face and all of that. Like, you got to give him a credit that he deserves.
Dallas beat the dog shit out of us.
Yeah, it was Dallas. Dallas fucked them up.
And then they ended up beating
Oh, look at this bullshit.
in the finals. Dirk only chip.
Make that money.
Yeah, one Dirk one. Yep. Those were good times. I wasn't in the 2010s though. We'll get to that another time. It's also kind of the beginning of
Oh, look at my
social
nigga
activism.
KG.
Too, you know, coming up in the years ahead of that. That's when
Oh, what the
LeBron
fuck
and
was
the
that?
whole Miami Heat team had the Trayvon Martin hoodies on, and the Eric Garner "I Can't Breathe" I think was the following year. So I think that was kind of the first
Wow.
time him opening those doors, like I said, for the rest of us. I think with his move to Miami,
Make
he
that.
opened up for
Let's
players to
go.
kind of take control, and then with his lead, he kind of opened up our platform to kind of speak more on social events, not just sports and things that we really feel that are near and dear to us. When was the last time the face of the NBA did that or led that? The face of sports led it. That's what I'm saying. When was the last? Never. You know what I mean? So He's definitely the
that's
most
why nah, come on, fam.
I think we've ever had.
Come on now.
In any sport. I think it's because he really comes from it. Right. It ain't too many
This
superstars
can't
that
turn into a
actually come
LeBron
from
James
where
dick
he
riding
really comes
contest
from.
as to
You know what
where
I'm saying? And I think
sports
he came
athletes
different.
never stood up for any fucking social injustice issues. Every year there's somebody in sports that has stood up for some sort of social injustice issue that has been going on in the world, and for some reason it has this little thunder and then it gets swept by the wayside. LeBron James did not facilitate that. This is becoming a LeBron James dick riding event. And when you're doing a podcast, granted you don't have information in front of you, but their producers have to do a lot better of a job at feeding them information and facts as opposed to them walking out here looking like assholes. I mean, LeBron James did not facilitate that. You look back at the Olympics with the dudes that put their it's a damn shame I can't sit here and name their names because we all should be able to instead of fucking Christopher Columbus. But dudes that stood up there and put their fist up on the mound at the Olympics, they did that shit before LeBron James was even a thought. Uh, like that's just one example of people that stood up for social injustice issues. There's plenty more, but let's continue.
I wish people would just kind of understand, even not just LeBron, but great players. I think we get so caught up in we're in a social media world, so you're riding for your team or you want to
What?
hate on guys instead of sitting back and realize like you're witnessing history with some of these guys, with KD, with Steph, with LeBron, with Kobe, and it's crazy. You see more slander than you just not that they need praise or look for praise, but just you see more hate than you see love. Not really realizing in a moment of time when we look back on this, we're 50, 60, 70 years old, like we witnessed some of the greatest players ever to play this game. I think about it a lot because 9 out of 10 times when somebody asks me about basketball, they ask me about Tim Duncan. Yeah, I said 9 out of 10 times.
Damn it.
Okay. 9 out of 10
Yo.
times when people ask me about basketball, they ask me about Tim Duncan's series. I'll tell you about it later. But Tim Duncan is, people ask me about Tim Duncan. I'm like, he's the best power forward of all time. In my mind, might not be to everybody.
Yeah, in your
To be
mind.
able to play with him and him to embrace me, to see him
almost get a quadruple double all the way through the playoffs into the finals. Like that stuff was special, man. And even to come in to see to play against J Kidd at that time in the finals, like wow, like he was
Right.
unbelievable, bro.
Right. I think we get a different perspective, obviously, because we're out there doing it.
That was
Yes,
one of the
when we
best
see
Tim
the
Duncan
greatness and understand
series
how hard it is to do it,
because
it's
I
different
really
because from the
I
outside
remember
looking
as
in,
a
you
kid, this
understand
is
the
like when I
dynamics
was
of it.
first like waking up out of my drawers
We saw the spark
and
of
praying that
championship
Jason Kidd and
stature.
them won this series
Oh,
and they got their
it's so
asses
lucky, man.
handed to them.
So lucky.
And that's the gift and the curse from social media. You know,
Handed
a lot
to
of
them.
times, such as
Like it
ourselves,
just it
that
blew my
we may have
mind.
no
Like
way in the
it was
game
like
to
realizing
show
your
where we
favorite
start. You know, we
superhero
don't just
didn't
talk
have
about
any
this off
gas.
camera. That
Shout out Showtime.
definitely that we've been able to grow a brand that's going to be much bigger than our basketball brand. You know, post career. You know, because of social media and the way we can really kind of we are both labeled as thugs, gangbangers, bad this, bad that. But the one thing we both always had in common was our teammates love us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it was just a misconception of what the word
Oh,
about
look
us
at this
about we were.
shit.
You know, back in the day when we, you know, coming into
The
this
steel
decade,
rating
it
is
wasn't really
bullshit
social
still?
media. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Twitter had just kind of started going in the early
MySpace.
2000s. We didn't really have much of a voice. You know what I mean? So if the media painted us one way, that's who we were. You know what I mean? And I think the emergence of social media has given us outlets and given us our own platforms, but also growing the game tremendously to make it what it is today. And for guys to make the money it is today, I think a lot has to do with social media and guys growing their brands.
It's a gift and a curse, though.
Bro,
It's definitely a gift and a curse.
DMs be trouble,
Oh
huh?
my goodness, it's a gift
DMs
and a
are a
curse.
problem,
You
boy.
know,
Oh.
it was a high school kid. His name is Dior on Instagram, and he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about how some of these blogs be making certain players look good and blowing them up,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they step up to him, like they really ain't that good. He said he
Okay.
don't even want to be on. He don't want to be a part of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He want to stay real. And a lot of kids these days, like in the NBA, they get caught up in the social media world.
Thinking it ain't real.
What? And
And you
they
run
feel
into a
like they
killer.
something they not. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't even have to earn a spot no more. I've heard this from NBA players. Like young guys don't even show up early no more. A lot of this stuff has changed,
Right.
and it's because of
Mm.
social media.
Yeah, got them feeling themselves.
Oh my
Yo, if he
goodness.
would have made that
Get a
bullshit,
million followers is over.
Touch back on two, it was a big thing.
it's
Like I said,
fucked
kind
up
of
that they made
piggybacking on
that
off the
bullshit.
social media platform. When LeBron, Wade, CP, and Melo spoke up at the ESPYS,
Hmm.
you know, just kind of speaking on all the violence and the killings and the senseless acts that we continue to watch day by day. And I think that was huge
Oh, that's
because
fucked up.
having kids, we know that it just kind of resonates when athletes say it, you know. So even
Come
though
For
on,
sure.
fam.
yeah, there's no question them for, but I just think you know when we start using our voice is heard
Fucking Udonis Haslam
around the
is in the
world, you
game
know, and that's the
again.
kind of attention I think we needed to continue to get, and we need
Ah,
to continue to go
fucking
fulfill that
frustrating, yo. He's
because it's
not supposed to be in
unprecedented, you know,
there.
where we go as a society. So, like I said, you continue to
This
thank
slow
these
bitch.
guys for using their platform and
This
opening up
is
the
why I don't
doors.
want him in
We've
this
done been in
fucking
situations
game.
too
He's
most of us kind of
useless.
went through. Donald Sterling,
He needs to
you
be
know,
the
in the
fourth
season
fucking option off the
2013,
bench. He's
2014 season.
horrible.
You know, I was with I mean, obviously the Clippers. We felt like you know we created a new
He's
vibe over
worse
there,
than
and we
Dick.
really had a chance to win a championship. So you know,
He's worse than Dick
keep
to
in
a
mind we were
preteen
the last
mother.
team
Like,
to kind
why
of
is
beat
he
the
even
Warriors
in
when they
this?
had their dynasty run. You know,
This is
so
fucking annoying.
we kept you know
This is where I pause this shit and focus, because this is annoying, yo. I really fucking hate this game when shit like this starts to happen. Because this motherfucker should not even be on the court tying anybody's shoes right now. That's what I'm talking about. You need motherfuckers that's gonna play like that. Not bitch ass niggas like that ain't gonna play. Granted, bitch ass nigga in the game, not bitch ass nigga in real life, don't get me wrong. But come on, man. There's no purpose in him being on this floor right now with these niggas that he couldn't lace nobody's shoes. Set the screen for me, bitch. Can't even sit here and do shit with y'all. Thank God. Grab the rebound. You dumb bitch. Box out. You on defense. The fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Thank God he didn't drop that like he did last time. You gotta really sit here and pray with these assholes. Look at this shit. Missing fucking free throws. And giving it up to Steph Curry. Thank God he missed that shit. Please fucking come on, set a screen. Then can't recover that shit. They'll make that shit. Fucking bullshit. What did I say? What did I say? Bullshit. 2K bullshit. The third fucking quarter. Now we gotta sit here and figure some shit out. Fucking ridiculous. And see, the one thing that has never changed with this game, the 3-point cheese, man. You always have to come to this game with a 3-point cheese lineup. You really have to, because if not, you're going to fall into these problems all the fucking time. Just trying to play the game straight. You can't play 2K straight. You can't. No matter what you do, you can't play 2K straight. You have to find a cheese way to win a game or something like that, man. You can't win this game straight. Anybody who says they played this game straight and won is a liar. Because this game will throw out levels of bullshit that you never even imagined. Fucking Larry Bird, Karl Malone, Michael Jordan, and Magic on the same team. Like, in a regular routine challenge. Steph Curry on their team. Like, what the fuck? All of these MVPs you could have chose from, and you choose all of the elites for me to play against with my little minuscule team, right? But that's cool. There's no issue with that, right? Fucking ridiculous. Imagine if I couldn't play. Imagine if I couldn't play and just do this shit to get us back in the game.
Get in each other's way. That's another time. But something that happened during the playoffs that year was the tapes dropped it on Sterling, and you were on our team for a little bit that
They let
year.
me go early before that
Yeah,
happened.
before
I'm
that
getting
happened.
off this
But
shit for now.
you know, you
I'm
took
so
it one
annoyed.
crazy way, and we talked about it off camera. That I didn't even know how you
Some
felt
nigga
because
just
we
hit
hadn't
me
really
up
talked
and
about it
said,
because you were
yo,
already
it
gone
looks
by the
dead
time
as
we
a
did it.
fish.
And
I'm
we took
getting
it
off
one
here,
step
man.
at a time.
LeBron did not
Like
invent
I
the
was
super
already,
team. The
you know what I'm
Showtime
saying?
Lakers
You
did,
know
and
what I
that's
mean?
it.
And I think me being,
So you was
Ain't
on the
nothing else to
NWA
say.
shit.
Like,
no,
I'm
I
gonna
was
sit
I
here
was
and
on my
finish
Black
watching this
Panther
shit.
shit
I don't
anyway.
want to sit here and
But
broadcast the whole
being
shit. But
cut
tune in,
cut
give them your
before that
opinion.
happened was a blessing in disguise.